Did you know that incorrect vegetable storage may be quietly affecting your wellness, especially as you age over 60? To support cardiovascular health, wellness, reduce inflammation, and sustain cognitive sharpness, numerous older adults create considerate nutritional decisions. Nevertheless, many individuals do not realize that the manner in which you preserve those vegetables as they could possess a notable influence. Older adults' immunity systems progressively decline over time, rendering them more vulnerable to nutrients, shortcomings, and illnesses caused by contaminated food as per the CDC. Unexpectedly, however, some vegetables lose nearly all regarding their health advantages when kept cool, while others can even create harmful microorganisms when not properly stored at ambient temperature. In this presentation, we will present to you 3 vegetables that you should always be kept out of the refrigerator and 3 that you need to ensure remain chilled at all times expenses to enhance your well-being, energy, and well-being. Keep going due to the insights you gain today can significantly impact your well-being in addition to improving your well-being. Let us commence. For many generations, individuals have held in high regard garlic is appreciated not just for its flavor, but also for its healing benefits. A clove can be incorporated into broth, sautéed into a comforting dish, or enjoyed fresh for its beneficial for cardiovascular health. For numerous individuals, for seniors, it's a routine that happens every day. Nonetheless, many individuals do not realize that garlic loses a significant amount of its effectiveness when it is gently cooled. Garlic is a resilient dry bulb. It is inherently destined to be stored in a dry, cool, and well-ventilated environment fields. You disrupt that natural protection when you place it in the cooling properly, particularly if it's not removed. It begins to grow early due to the chilly and moist conditions. That may not seem to appear as a concern from an external perspective. During the internally, however, there lies a deeper concern is occurring. Allicin, the compound that imparts garlic, its potent reducing inflammation, lowering cholesterol, and immune-boosting effects are compromised down during that growth phase. What is it previously served as a holistic solution for the body has grown frail, filled with resentment, and increasingly challenging to accept. The flavor becomes resentful. The texture shifts. Unacceptable. First and foremost, you are no longer receiving the benefits you depend on to reduce irritation in painful joints, promote healthy blood flow, or protect your cardiovascular health. Nonetheless, additional risks exist as well. Many people, often without realizing it, continue to mince garlic sautéed in oil due to their preference. It's convenient. Clostridium botulinum, a dangerous bacterium that has the potential to cause paralysis and can even lead to fatalities, flourishes in that blend when it is stored at low temperatures without the appropriate acidity or additives. Especially at risk are older individuals with compromised immune frameworks. And this is the outcome you receive for simply setting a powerful meal in that location. It seems you are seeking assistance. You've lost security, you've lost well-being, and you silently misplaced an instrument that might have been your everyday wellness advisor. Garlic diminishes more than just taste when its potency is reduced. Its natural ability to maintain the essential frameworks that decline with age is absent. That is a considerable decline. Whenever we prepare a meal, we're missing an opportunity. The positive update: by respecting its essence, you can restore its strength. Whole garlic bulbs should be shielded from direct sunlight and moisture in an exposed container or breathable pouch. Maintain dryness. Keep taking deep breaths. Moreover, it will ensure your well-being. Nonetheless, garlic is not the sole vegetable that is adversely affected. The subsequent option is enriching, agreeable, and often misunderstood. Moreover, it doesn't merely lose taste when chilled. It could potentially develop an action that results in more negative effects than positive outcomes to your health. Now let's talk about sweet potatoes. Kindly inform me in the please provide your feedback below if you're still available observing and uncovering these insights beneficial. Let's proceed to talk about point number 2. 2. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are more than simply a source of comfort for many elderly individuals. They represent comfort and coziness nourishment. Abundant in fiber and potassium and carbohydrates that release energy gradually. They provide assistance in managing blood sugar levels, encourage optimal digestion, and support the body with a soothing presence, something that everyone elders can appreciate. Nevertheless, a limited number of individuals are informed that storing sweet potatoes in the refrigerator could quietly undermine these benefits, contributing to overall wellness. Navigate a hidden threat. The appliance used for cooling and preserving food items initially seems to be a safe place. Please pay attention. It seems like it ought to extend the duration of usability due to the cool temperature and managed. Nonetheless, sweet potatoes cannot endure extremely cold conditions good. Their internal dynamics begins to alter when they encounter low temperatures. The advantageous combination carbohydrates, known for their benefits in managing vitality and cardiovascular wellness, start to convert into basic sugars. Furthermore, those sugars interact with elevated temperatures during baking or roasting, creating acrylamide. A chemical compound that has been linked in various research indicates an increased likelihood of cancer. Something that you previously thought to consider a nourishing treatment plan can unexpectedly harm your well-being, especially as you grow older and your body increases vulnerable. Moreover, it continues. Greetings. Cell walls of sweet potatoes are similarly affected by low temperatures, providing them with an unusual, gritty feel and a more somber environment that suggests oxidation and nutrient depletion. That beautifully vibrant golden orange flesh, which is rich in beta-carotene for optimal eye health, begins to fade in hue and its beneficial attributes for well-being. The expense of keeping sweet potatoes cold is as proceeds. You lose their nutritional value attributes, their gentleness, and their honesty. A dietary approach that could have been beneficial. Your blood pressure alleviated your stomach. Discomfort and offered you enduring energy has unexpectedly transformed into something significantly lower and at times even hazardous. Often, you may not become conscious of it before it becomes a significant issue. However, concerns aren't the focus here. Revitalizing gratitude for the nourishment that sustains us staying vibrant is the objective. Rather than a cold, moist fridge, yams should be kept in a cool, dark, and dry place, such as a storage space or cupboard. They stand resolute, delicious, and packed with essential nutrients your mature body still requires and merits when kept in proper conditions. What is the situation with plants that change not only in chemistry, but there is also a risk of microbiological hazards if it is sweet potatoes known for their comforting qualities and what we know well can sometimes become our adversary. Are you feeling unwell? There may be a possibility that the next one is at this moment in your kitchen. Furthermore, it doesn't just deteriorate in the cooling appliance. It enables microorganisms to acknowledge the immune system of the elderly should not have to deal with. Let us engage in conversation onions. 3. Onions. Our culinary techniques. The elements we naturally gravitate towards and the practices we follow after many years of practice all have a nuanced insight. Onions are among those elements that many seniors tend to feel as though they are always available and prepared to enhance and intricacy to any dish. What if we explored the possibilities, yet something as ordinary as storing onions in the fridge was gently impacting your well-being? It appears seemingly harmless at first glance. Following after removing the outer layer and cutting an onion in half, you store it in the refrigerator. On the other hand, you might choose to retain the whole light in the produce compartment with anticipation that the cold could prolong its duration. However, when onions are stored in a dry, the surroundings, their delicate exterior offers protection. Protect them from exposure to light and moisture. In contrast, the refrigerator is indeed the very environment for which they are not intended chilly damp and confined. Upon entering, the onion's once pungent taste transforms tart or bland. Their consistency becomes more tender. The layers begin to break down and they begin to take in moisture from the air. Nonetheless, flavor is not the conclusion of it. If the onion has already been chopped, the additional moisture creates the optimal conditions for development of pathogens and fungi. Additionally, a senior an individual's immune system is unable to handle. Seize that opportunity. Even if it's from someone less experienced, the body may manage certain amounts indulging. Odor transmission is yet another an aspect that numerous individuals overlook. At what time, when stored in the refrigerator, onions generate compounds containing sulfur that lead to contamination adjacent cuisines. Fruit butter and even remnants can take on that unpleasant intensity. Furthermore, this takes away from seniors one of life's simple joys by enhancing meals difficult and uncomfortable for individuals who might experience a reduced ability to taste or odor. Nonetheless, there are additional factors to consider regarding the expense. More than just spoiled food. Onions that are not properly cared for lose their powerful anti-inflammatory characteristics, such as a supportive garment that is crucial for maintaining cognitive abilities, encouraging, promoting blood flow, and safeguarding joints. In straightforward terms, the identical vegetable that should be gradually enhancing the standard of living as you grow older is currently offering fewer services or possibly increasing effort's injury. Nonetheless, the response is clear and has been around for a long time, generations. Onions need to be stored in an accessible storage space that is kept dry and away from light and properly aired. They will proceed to protect your health one meal at a time if you permit them to take a moment and stay complete. It's natural to have questions which of these three vegetables is truly depend on the chill to ensure your safety at this moment that we've uncovered the concealed dangers of cooling system. Next, we will examine the vegetables that must be maintained at a low temperature to prevent deterioration, rapidly depleting their essential nutrients, and quietly jeopardizing your well-being in surprising methods. Please inform me please provide your initial comment if you are still available observing and uncovering these insights beneficial. Let's proceed to the next point. 4. Now ensure these three vegetables are kept chilled to prevent detrimental health impacts. First, consider incorporating leafy greens. A significant number of older adults hold a special significance in their lives for leafy vegetables. They are rich in nutrients, easy and straightforward to prepare, supporting the body from the inside out. A couple of lettuce leaves arranged into a sandwich, a kale salad for lunch, or a small portion of spinach in your morning eggs. These vegetables offer significantly more than mere aesthetics. They provide protection. They protect your well-being mind and skeletal structure, but solely with appropriate care, them with the consideration they deserve. Vegetables with leaves are fragile. Nearly right after they are selected, they begin to break down. On the surface, their striking presence may persist for several days, yet an unnoticed decline is taking place below. Greens are significantly more vulnerable to heat, humidity, and oxygen exposure compared to more resilient plants. The nutritional content begins to spoil without adequate cooling, especially that of folate vitamin K and beneficial compounds such as lutein. These nutrients hold considerable importance. Individuals are essential for the process of blood clotting, mental abilities, and vision safety, all of which are essential for the aging process in a wholesome approach. Even more concerning, if leafy greens, if not stored correctly, they may turn into dangerous. They wither quickly at room temperature, especially in warm kitchens where moisture tends to build up as they wither. The moisture poses a significant risk. Microorganisms thrive in optimal environments to flourish. Listeria and E. coli are hidden threats that can lead to significant illness in older adults. These situations are quite frequent. The elderly are consistently the most susceptible, and occurrences have happened, and lives have been lost. Something more understated yet equally harmful is also present. Greens are defeated beyond mere nourishment. As they deteriorate, they lose their charm. They are at a disadvantage, their attractive look and taste. Furthermore, even a small hurdle to maintaining a nutritious diet can lead to enduring benefits implications is for older adults who might already experiencing a reduced desire to eat or decreased vitality. Food spoilage is not an assessment of the expense associated with not maintaining greens are refreshing. It appears as days when your body is missing essential resources. To operate effectively, skipped meals and compromised immune system. Nonetheless, the resolution is available. Leafy greens need to be stored properly within the chilled compartment of the cooling appliance. To take in additional moisture, wrap them in a paper towel prior to placing them in a breathable produce bag or flexible plastic pouch. Take them into account, be a source of healing rather than mere decoration, because they are exactly that. Additionally, if leafy greens become less robust, what happens when it's not kept cool vegetables that seem strong, yet fade away quietly when excluded? The following one is reliable, reputable, and filled with hidden advantages. Only if you maintain it. That's interesting indeed. Let's have a conversation about carrots. Kindly inform me in your initial response. Please see the information provided below if you're still engaged. Discovering these insights beneficial. Let's proceed now. Let's go over the second point. 2 carrots. Carrots may appear straightforward. It is the kind of vegetable that is always available. Consumed enjoyed as a quick snack, cooked for dinner, or cut into broths. They are seeking professional guidance. One of the most well-known and straightforward available options for everyday nourishment for a significant population of older adults. Nonetheless, there exists a fragile balance that is easily disturbed under their reasonable, delightful, and refreshing crunch. Additionally, if carrots are not kept properly correctly, especially beyond the cooling appliance, many of their nuanced strength begins to wane occasionally, even prior to sampling them. Carrots diminish moisture quickly at standard temperature. They forfeit the enjoyable crispness that makes them enjoyable to consume as they become tender and wither. However, it is not solely the quality that's at risk. Beta-carotene, a substance that the body converts into beneficial compounds involved with vitamin A and is crucial for vibrant vision, robust defenses, and healthy skin, is especially rich in carrots. Additionally, vitamin A is crucial for the health of older individuals whose immune systems are weakening and their eyesight may already be deteriorating. It is essential. Beta-carotene begins to spoil when carrots are subjected to warmth, air, for a prolonged duration. The power of your body's true capabilities requirements start to lessen alongside the bright orange shade, and it continues to deteriorate. They exhibit increased susceptibility to mildew, microorganisms, and deterioration as the external layers become more pliable, particularly in humid condition situations. A previously safeguarding vegetable may now present a danger, especially to older individuals who are more vulnerable to foodborne illness. Initially, the expense regarding the storage of carrots at ambient conditions may not appear significant. They will possess a soft consistency and a few color change. It goes beyond that. As time progresses, however, it's the slow progression reduction of standard nourishment, the diminished opportunity to maintain vitality in a physique that is already putting in additional effort with age, enhanced vision, and reduced swelling. The erosion of trust in a formerly reliable nutrition plan that has now become disappointing, unappealing, and basic to disregard is probably the most important element. Nonetheless, there's still an opportunity to maintain the advantages of vegetables. Carrots support their stability, nourishment, and worth when preserved inside the fridge, especially in a ventilated container or perforated bag. They are always ready to assist you wellness as planned. Even the most resilient vegetables need safeguarding, however. Next, we'll explore a leafy green option that numerous senior individuals utilize due to its properties related to inflammation and cancer therapeutic attributes. Nonetheless, if it is not cool, it quickly loses its firmness, unpleasant, and nearly ineffective for your health along with your meal. Let's take a closer look. Broccoli in greater quantity information. 3. Broccoli with excellent. The reason broccoli is often referred to as a nutritional powerhouse, one of the most vegetables rich in nutrients that we can consume. It's rich in fiber calcium and a unique compound known as sulforaphane that possesses anti-inflammatory properties, cleansing and combating cancer characteristics. Broccoli can be an unassuming protector of well-being for the elderly in specifically safeguarding against cellular harm, alleviating joint swelling, and encouraging wellness gastrointestinal health. However, keeping broccolis maintaining a low temperature is crucial for everyone these benefits. Broccoli may appear challenging, but it's actually quite manageable. Despite its impressive stature, densely full blooms, and sturdy stems, as soon as it is collected, its internal, the dynamics begin to change. Additionally, temperature and time present the greatest hazards to its nutritional benefits once it departs the appealing atmosphere of the farm or grocery store. Broccoli loses moisture and declines when maintained at ambient fever even for a short period. The vibrant green fades to dull yellow. It becomes gentler. Most importantly, the sulforaphane, which is the main many individuals choose to consume broccoli, begins to deteriorate. This powerful material is highly reactive to atmospheric conditions, exposure, and warmth. It deteriorates rapidly, lacking cooling, denying broccoli at its optimal strength. Additionally, that loss is not merely related to diet for senior individuals. It's quite personal. Broccoli is more than just a meal. It acts as a source of energy for the aging systems, the immune system, the skeletal structure, the digestive system, including the brain. Each day that goes by without those who provide care, substances exit your system gradually, not as supported, and somewhat more revealed. The expenses you will encounter are outlined below. The advantages of broccoli that has been overlooked out for an extended period doesn't conclude when it should more challenging to consume. It turns sour. The scent grows stronger and may transform unpleasant. Furthermore, this could create one of the most nutritious vegetables surprisingly unappealing to older adults who might already possess a delicate palate issues with digestion or reduced hunger. The specific elements of well-being that broccoli was intended to encourage slowly decline due to skipping meals and nutrients. There's some positive information to share. To safeguard it, minimal effort is required. Maintain your unwashed broccoli in a relaxed store, the bag in the refrigerator. Refrain from ensure it's not sealed too tightly, but maintain a cool temperature. It should have the ability to breathe. And while its inherent protections are still active, utilize them in a matter of days following the acquisition, due to broccoli plays a significant role in supporting the body's functions, striving alongside offering nutrition when kept in optimal conditions. It maintains your strength, clarity, and unity. Stay proactive against the hidden effects of aging that happen. You have now observed both aspects, the individuals that truly depend on it and those that fade away in the chill. Nonetheless, consuming food is no longer the sole element in this situation. Next, we will proceed to let's gather all the information and have a conversation about the straightforward but impactful choices you can begin taking action immediately to enhance your wellness, embrace the passage of time, and savor a improved well-being. In summary, it is possible that you are restricted by the food choices you make. I would like to provide you with more than just the information. As we reach the conclusion of this conversation, a personal matter, it's important to consider the right guidance. As we grow older, we begin to understand that the small decisions we encounter each day play a significant role in our well-being than the significant ones. Our kitchens and their soothing practices, how we maintain our provisions in reserve, the practices that we obtained many years back, often without thoughtfulness. And sometimes those very routines, the ones that appear can suddenly begin to feel most at ease, act in opposition to our interests. While it might appear like a minor issue, what is included in the what belongs in the refrigerator and what doesn't is truly a regular conversation with your well-being. The nutrients that are diminished when a vegetable is stored in a cold environment, the microorganisms that you may not have intended allow to develop by omitting specific food. Each of those choices accumulates over time. Furthermore, they influence your capacity to gain clarity of thought, move comfortably, possess a consistent pulse, and rest soundly throughout duration. I prefer to keep this to myself due to apprehension. Having gone through it myself when I express this, I was raised with the conviction that the refrigerator was the most secure area in the kitchen, similar to many greetings. Cold, we were instructed, indicated pure, pristine, and secure. The truth is, nonetheless, it is more intricate. Several items are maintained through refrigeration, while others are devastated. It's not merely advantageous to comprehend the distinctions, especially as we age. It's crucial. The body has undergone changes over the past 20 years. For years, there's no reason to feel down concerning that. It is a commendable matter. It's requiring a significant amount of effort each day to support you. Offering it with the suitable instruments are the minimum we is capable of achieving, and how we approach the nourishment we consume. This marks the initial move in that direction. I strongly recommend that you take the following actions starting today. Examine your pantry and cooling appliance. Assess it from a fresh perspective viewpoint. Is this food appropriate? What do you mean by spot? It is established on comprehension instead of routine. What requires relocation and should be transferred? Dispose of any items that may go bad. Create a system that suits your needs. Present physical condition instead of your previous one. Making small modifications such as permitting garlic to breathe or storing broccoli crisp may offer considerable effect on your emotional state. Furthermore, please maintain confidentiality regarding this information. Discuss it with your spouse, your adult children, along with your neighbor next door, who may not realize that leafy greens fade for reasons beyond just time. It seems you might be looking for some guidance or expertise. You can never tell who could gain from something as fundamental as an improved vegetable system for keeping items, or those who may find a way out illness entirely. Every individual possesses the ability to age gracefully with strength and understanding, and it's beneficial to consider a change if modifying our refrigerator usage even provides a small boost to our advancement. Due to nourishment goes beyond mere sustenance energy source. It's about providing support. Regardless of your age, your body warrants the utmost care and attention. The aim of these lectures is to inspire you to embrace life to the complete and most authentic. It's wonderful to receive your message at this time. Discuss a lesson you've acquired and share it, collaborate with others, and strategize for its application in your personal journey. On this journey of embracing, considering these circumstances, let's support each other. If you found this video enjoyable, kindly provide a note with 1. If that is not the case, you're welcome to include 0 in your remarks. Your insights hold great value for us. To enjoy more content like this, be sure to join our YouTube community and show your support by liking our videos and distribute our videos. Your support means a lot to me. Observing, and I trust you find joy in your life. Live your life according to your own vision.